What is up, guys? Private Eye Russ here, and welcome to another episode of the Private Eye Russ podcast. I am the titular character of the Private Eye Russ podcast. That's me, Private Eye Russ, owner, operator of a full-service private investigation and security consulting firm. We offer a wide variety of services, from corporate theft investigations, whether it's material theft, embezzlement, or intellectual property theft. We'll set you straight. Criminal defense investigations, litigation support investigations, obviously infidelity investigations. One thing I'm getting a lot of calls for are background, premarital or pre-long-term relationship background investigations. If you want to know if the individual in front of you is who they say they are and has lived the life they say they have, verify things. I'd rather you pay a little bit of money on the front end and maybe be disappointed than have to help you dig yourself out of a hole later on in the back end, and it costs you a ton more. So another service I provide is one that I'm particularly proud of. I'll make a video one day about a very recent success story. I offer personal coaching services, personal development coaching services. If you are a man and you are tired of feeling like a passenger in your life and you want to take control, seek me out. If you are a man who is tired of feeling like a wind-up toy NPC automaton that's easily programmable like most of society today, reach out to me. I will help you reach your goals, set you straight, and get in the proper mindset to be successful going forward into the future. All right, so again, fair use. This is I saw this video. This reminds me, I should say, of a client and his particular situation. I'll interrupt every now and then, but fair use. This one's going to be a good one.
Arizona State University is the #1 sugar baby university in the world.
Really?
As you can imagine, it's just chock full of beautiful women who need help with tuition.
Okay. The reason I found this funny was because I had a very wealthy individual reach out to me. He met a woman, and he was giving me the rundown. He's like, "Look, Private Eye Russ. And when you talk to me on the phone, just call me Russ. You don't have to call me Private Eye Russ." I had one guy call me Mr. Private Eye Russ, and I was like, "Well, just call me Russ, brother. Just call me Russ, man. It's just Russ." But I appreciate the respect. And so, as he's giving me the information about, how old she is. She just recently graduated college a couple of years before he met her. They've been dating for less than a year, and he wanted to know more about her because he was thinking about asking her to move in. And some of his, a lot of guys want to know, have women engaged in previous sex work? All right, and women will tell you that it doesn't matter. Be careful of those women who tell you it doesn't. Of course, it matters. I wish women would either understand or stop trying to gaslight guys into accepting unacceptable past behavior. So, and again, unacceptable, that would be unacceptable for me, but maybe somebody else doesn't mind. Okay. So, what I do with the background investigations is I give you guys the opportunity to make an informed decision, which is all any of us should ever ask for. Make your decision based on the truth, not based on a well-crafted lie. All right. So, he did talk to her and ask her if she engaged in any sex work of any kind. She said no, sugar baby, no, because she's a very, very good looking woman. She's very, very good looking. She's probably a 9 on a scale of 9 to 10, or 1 to 10. And that's saying something. I don't usually give women the score of 9, but she was beautiful. She was a knockout, man. And he just couldn't believe that she'd never gotten any offers or anything like that. And so, when I asked him, I said, "Well, where did she graduate from?" He said, "Arizona." As soon as he said that, I kind of looked at the phone like, okay. And so when we did do some background, we did do an extensive background work on this young lady. She was, in fact, a sugar baby. She did have an old ad on a previous, on a sugar baby site. And she had other stuff as well too. I won't go into details about how I found all these things because that's what I do for a living. But we found some other stuff as well too that indicated that she didn't just engage in sugar baby work. And so, one thing I'd like to tell people is this: look, sugar baby work for women is, anybody who believes that these women are literally just going on dates with guys, Oh, we're going to dinner. Okay, sorry, man. You guys need to watch my channel more because you need to understand what the real world is like. All right. So, and this is not me being cynical. This is just the truth, guys. So, and don't shoot the messenger. I know people get really, really upset when I throw the truth out there because they'd rather just live the lie they've been living. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you, but she had a bunch of different stuff going on, and so when I talk to people and they'll tell me things like they'll give these qualifying statements. Well, she did sugar baby work, but she didn't do any sex work. She just went on dates with guys. I'm usually like, okay, yeah, okay, well, we'll see. I'm usually like, yeah, I don't, yeah, we'll see, guys. But have I had anybody who engaged in sugar baby work not actually have sex with clients on my investigations? Never. All right. So women who engage in sex work is sex work, guys. And so if a woman will engage in sugar baby work, it's not a far, it's a stone's throw away from escort work. And so, do they mix the two? Yeah. And a lot of the adult film industry will recruit from women who are engaged in escort work, sugar babies, as well as, adult performers, dancers, from, strip clubs, that sort of thing. And so I wish people would stop looking at it like this. It's this innocent endeavor where they just want to pay their bills, and so they're just going on fun dates with guys and fun activities. We're going to play mini golf, and then we're going to dinner. Then we went to see a show. Then a chauffeur dropped me off at my place, and then I went and me and my girlfriends painted our toenails and had a pillow fight. Just girl talk the rest of the night. Come on, man, you guys need to stop that nonsense. Look, if you had a woman that went to Arizona, I'm not saying they all do. However, I have not done a background check on a woman who went to any school in Arizona that did not engage in some level of sex work. I'm just telling you just what I've seen. Now, people will say, oh, that's just you because you only deal with degenerate people. Yeah, okay. And it's usually the people who say that stuff who usually have a whole bunch of, it's either really, dudes that are just SIMPS, just real sympathetic dudes, who are just, they just don't want to believe, or people who have that kind of background already. And so, look, I get it. You want to defend yourself. However, I'm going to keep speaking the truth. I'm not going to be pushed off my block. This is my square, and this is where I'm going to stand. So, if you want to understand the truth, and you understand more about how the real world works, not just women in their past, but a whole bunch of other things, this is the place to be. If you want the Disney generated pie in the sky, rose colored glasses stuff, I can't really help you on that. Now I will give you some, like the next video I'm going to make probably today. I will give you a good, really inspiring success story from one of my coaching clients, and man, I'm so happy and so proud of this dude. Anyway, so this is your boy Private RUSS. If you need a private investigator, if you need background investigations, if you need personal coaching, strategic planning, threat mitigation, I can take care of you. Reach out to me at russ@privateiruss.com or privateinvestigatorruss@gmail.com. Alternatively, you can reach out to me, send me a direct message on X, and I will help you out. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Private RUSS, I'm out.